Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us as we take a look at your weekend weather forecast and the outlook for next week. And in true typical spring style, it's all over the place. We've got high pressure systems coming towards us, but before that happens, we're dealing with this system here in the Southern Ocean, which is coming towards us for Sunday and Monday. But at this stage, for Friday, you can see there's a northerly flow around the country. So let's get into it. Here's how Saturday looks. Low pressure moving away from New Zealand to begin with anyway. There's another system pushing through here. So Saturday sees a few showers and southwesterly winds for the North Island. And in the South Island, you've got a couple of showers lingering around the east coast. And then later in the day, they clear away and they come in on the west coast as a nor'wester builds there, and that's ahead of this big system coming out of the Southern Ocean. So when we get to Sunday, we're smothered under rain clouds, the North Island especially wet. Northland, Auckland, Bay of Plenty, Waikato in that area, eastern areas there, it's all under that big area of rain. So wetter on the west coast, not perhaps so bad maybe on the east coast, especially further south towards Wairarapa and Wellington. And then once you get into the South Island, the eastern areas are actually fairly dry. At least Canterbury might get a little bit of rain, but most of the main centres should be fairly dry, a few spits coming through. It's a fairly deep low, 984 hectopascals, so it's got a bit of energy in it, and with this big high off over in Australia, that's why it's so windy out in the Coral Sea. And that's why Monday will be windy around New Zealand. Look at this. Big high pressure system on the southeastern corner of Australia. Meanwhile, just to the east of us, we've got a deep low. So all these isobars pretty much smack bang over the top of us. You know, summer's defined as being warm, winter's defined as being cold, spring is defined as being windy. So this is normal weather coming through. Showers blowing through on Monday around the North Island. They'll be pretty frequent on the western side. Sorry about that. But the good news is, and it's mostly dry by the way along the eastern side, pretty much of both islands, but especially the South Island. But once we get to Tuesday, things do start to improve. The big high just out here in the Tasman's drifting along like this. It's still a bit windy, still a few showers, but for the most part, Tuesday is drier than wetter. And then you get to Wednesday and it's even drier still for these western areas. Just a little bit of a kink in the chain here, kink in the armour, with a southerly coming through there, just affecting the southern part of New Zealand. Maybe a couple of showers will be coming further north on Thursday, but that high tracking around the country from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, maybe even around the weekend. We're still not 100% sure about next weekend, but I can tell you we are seeing an uptick in high pressure despite all the chaos that's going on around us. Have a great weekend. I'll update you again on Monday.